Hi guys, my name is Cynthia, and today, we're getting things buttoned up. It literally just stopped pouring rain. Um, it's on and off. It's frustrating, but I need to get this done. I'm going to plant in my new. It's called AU Santa, or sorry, AU Rosa Plum. So basically, they say that this is just like the Santa Rosa Plum, but it's going to produce more, and it's I guess a better version of the Santa Rosa Plum. I have the Santa Rosa Plum over here. Every year it blooms, and then like we get a frost or the blooms fall off and I never get any fruit. It's been in my garden for 3 years now. In its defense, I have moved it. It lived here for some time. Well, the first year it lived exactly where it is, if you can imagine. Then I built these two beds and then it lived here in the middle. And then last year I wanted to plant or build these other two beds behind it. And I moved it back to exactly where it was year one. So it has been moved around. Therefore, it is a bit on the struggle bus. So I'm not going to call it quits on that tree, but we really like plums in this house. So I wanted to buy another plum tree. So we have a red bud tree that is not great, and it's over to this side of the garden. What I may do, or what we're thinking about doing, is removing the red bud tree. We have it because we actually like the redbud tree, or I like the redbud tree. I like what it looks like when it's in bloom, but it is not doing well. With trees, you have to keep up on them, you have to take care of them, you have to ensure that if you see a dead branch, you cut it back, you spray, you do the things that you need to do to ensure that you take care of the trees. We have these amazing, huge, established trees in our garden, in our yard, but they are not good. We actually saved this gorgeous evergreen that's behind here, but it literally had the biggest grapevine I've ever seen choking it out. And the first year we moved here, I was like, we need to cut that because our entire tree line is full of dead trees, literally things that have fallen over. It is a mess. So, long story short, let me show you where I'm going to plant this tree. I didn't know where to put it, to be honest. I wasn't sure where, oh, it started raining. I didn't know where to put it, quite frankly. But I think I've landed on, oh, you guys, it started raining again. Wonderful. Even thought about planting it right in here because I literally have nothing but peony. And I thought, tree, that's not a bad idea for a tree. The only problem is that the evergreen is going to encroach here soon, 6 feet before the tree grows over. So what do I have, like another 3 years? Something like that. And I know that's like silly. And the reason why I'm now debating on whether I'm going to put it here or there is because I'm putting in a fence. I have severe deer pressure. Oh, this is broken. I have severe deer pressure. But then I think about it, even if I put it here, a deer can go hunk, 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 right? So what's the difference? What would be the difference? A lot of broken leaves in here or stems. It's so annoying. I can see like at least 15 plums and I'm really excited about it. If I put it here, let's move the tree here. I got way more years, probably more years than I'm going to be living here before the evergreen ever touches this. And something I was thinking, don't tell Mark, my boyfriend, he will lose it because he'll be like, girl, no. So what I was thinking, like this fall, I haven't broke it to him or said anything yet, is putting two by two beds in front. So it'll be 2 by 2, 2 by 6, 2 by 4 in the back. And I think that would look nice. And if that's the case, then I would extend the garden next year and then add some more um whatchamacallit, like I would have fence that would go out to here essentially instead of a fence that's going to go to here and they can just chompy right here, where if the fence goes here it's going to take them a long time before they get to chompy on the tree. That's my logic. I'm sticking to it. I don't know. You guys, I'm struggling. It doesn't matter. That's where I'm putting it. I mean, this is a thing. It's analysis paralysis. This is another item I have to get checked off that needs to get done. So I can't continue to prolong this. And I should have planted it in weeks ago. I've had this tree for over a month. It's just been hanging out, like it's not good for it to live in a can. Thankfully, it's been raining and kind of chilly. So I think it's prolonged its can life. You know what I'm saying? But still, it really needs to get in the ground. And it is what it is. The thing is, the peony seems, you think the peony is going to get really big and overtake it? I can always move the peony. Peonies are so easy to move. They don't like it, but they'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I can't put it any closer to the bed because it's going to grow over the bed. This is the spot. I don't have another choice. I mean, I do. I thought about no, I don't. All right, let's just analysis paralysis. This is the story of my life. I continue to second guess everything and I do nothing. We've got to get this done. I have no other choice. I already took the lavender out. The lavender is out. It's got to go there now. Okay, let's go. So I really thought that this area would be fine, but I actually encountered lots of rocks and lots of roots, and I had to get my giant cutters and cut them out. But other than that, it really wasn't that bad, and I'm kind of happy that I planted this in because it looked like the root ball was suffering. But I moved the lavender over. I'm thinking I need a third lavender because two, I don't like that look. Okay, so I went to Lowe's yesterday and I want to show you a few things that I got. I got 3 more cat's pajama Nepeta, which I was like, yes, I think I'm going to get a few more because I'd like to do, like I said, the whole ring in the front. I also found 2 more on sale, guys. Some more Orange Blaze Nephofia. So I'm really excited. I put the Nephofia right there. I don't know if you can see. It looks like it's gonna live, but I don't know. It's looking pretty bad. Either way, I think it would look nice because there's gonna be an Nephofia there, an Nephofia there, and then an Nephofia right behind the bird, the bird waterer, the bird bath. Yikes, that was tough. Um, Next, I am going to move to lavenders that I have. They are the Serendipity. Nope, that is the Allium. They are the Proven Winter Sweet Romance Lavender. And this little guy is also a Sweet Romance Lavender that was propagated. And what I'm going to do with the other 2 is I'm going to move the rock. I put that there for like a bee drinker because I found that rock in the garden when I was, digging this whole thing up. And I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. I am going to move it, put it somewhere else. But I think I'm going to leave that lavender there, put another lavender right here, and then do another lavender right behind it so like it's a little bit of a trio. That's what I think I'm going to do. I was thinking about doing a trio like one there, and one here, but those lavenders get pretty large and I want to just keep it, to a minimum. I have a cat's pajama there all by itself for now. I was thinking about moving it, but I'm not going to do that. So that's what we're going to do. And then something else we're going to do. We are going to plant up this container. Now, I already put in this really pretty dahlia that I grew last year that I was very surprised that it survived. And it did, and it's looking great. I believe it's like yellow orangey. I also bought this cute little dahlia over here. Let me show you. I'm just walking down the stairs. Trying not to fall. This was also on sale. And it is a Montana dahlia by Monrovia. I thought it was super cute. I'm going to throw that in here. I got this at Home Depot. This is a lavender lavandula. I believe this is a Spanish lavender. I'm not exactly sure. I think it is. I'm going to throw that guy in here. I'm going to get rid of this guy. I think it's root rotted. This was a beautiful cut leaf um, Japanese maple, and I overwintered it and it was doing great. And then I brought it out too soon, I think. And as you guys know, we have just been having torrential downpour and it's not living. Instead, let me show you what I'm going to put in its place. So, do I prefer something red there? I absolutely do prefer something red there. But I got that last year, end of season sale, and they're kind of expensive. I thought about going to just buy another one. And I've been watching a few YouTubers, and they said that like Walmart has them really cheap. I haven't been able to find it at my Walmart yet. So we will see. Instead, I propagated these Bobo hydrangeas. So last year when I went to Maine to visit my parents, they had in this garden center Bobo hydrangea standards, and it was gorgeous and it was so expensive. And I thought, wait a minute, I have a whole hedge of Bobos. Let me see if I can do it myself. So last year, I believe spring, I cut these and they all rooted and they look great. So because I have three, I'm going to use the tallest one just to, give it some height. And I'm going to put a Bobo standard there. Again, I prefer something red. I might buy another plant that's red because I know it's kind of strange that I'm putting that little dahlia there because you're like, oh, well, the other dahlia is going to be taller than it. But remember, I want my garden to just be visible from all sides, to be something beautiful from every direction. I'm going to, come up the stairs and see it that way. I'm going to see it from my deck this way. I'm going to have interest all the way around that container. In fact, I might even put a something I grew, what is it? A gomphrena in there. Cause like, why not, right? Just something, I just want it to be like a hodgepodge of plants. I know that's kind of crazy. I do want to show you the progress with this little corner here. I have been cutting some of this and propagating it here and it looks okay. The next plan for this little section, so you go in there, you go this way, it's into my garage. I'm not showing you that, it's a hot mess. But I'm gonna dig out the grass here and get some rocks and do like a retaining wall with the rocks so that I can just put some more of the sedum down and then mulch it. And hopefully it'll look much better. I'm not sure. In the meantime, we're going to plant everything else and I will kind of show you what I did. Oh, you guys, I dropped my kneeling pad way over there. Okay, well, I got to go get that and we will start planting.
So I'm going to go in with the Nephophia first. I love this plant. I cleaned it up a little bit just because it looked a little bit bad. And yeah, so I planted the two of them here really close to the rocks. I love the grassy texture and the brightness of the orange. I think it looks really, really great. And then the Nepeta, just did a whole hedge of it. I really want to get more because I want the entire front of the bed to be Nepeta. I think that's going to look really pretty. This container, I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm kind of excited to show you guys towards as the season continues because I'm really kind of interested to see how that's going to turn out. So this was just very tedious. Lots of cutting of these little sedums and just placing them in, but I'm glad I got this done. This part of the garden just always looked nasty to me.
Alrighty, guys. So it's still raining, but I want to show you what I got done. I know it looks crooked, but you could see it goes warm and then straight, which is why I planted it that way. I am really happy with that placement. I am aware that that peony may grow, but I can always limb up the tree. Right now, the tree's about my height, and I'm 5 foot. So, you know, it's got time to grow, and I'm okay with it. I really like that placement. And again, if it ends up not working for me, I do not care about moving things around. I'm all about moving things around. So I think it looks really good. I think that's the greatest, that's the best spot for it. I thought about several things. I thought about putting it back where the greenhouse is going to be. But again, that tree is right there. I want to make sure it gets ample sunlight. And I didn't want anything else over by the greenhouse because I have a lot of pots that I'm going to, flank the greenhouse with. And yeah, I really like that there. I also thought about moving that hydrangea, but because I have the plum tree right there, I then was like, no, that's not okay. I'm probably not going to do that. I thought about possibly planting it where this barrel is. And then I thought it's going to cast shade on the other barrel behind it. And I want to have ample growing. And I just thought that that was the best place for the tree. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, it's raining again. Wonderful. That's all it does. I think it looks good there. I think it's going to do fine. Yeah. All right. Let's go and let me show you what else I did by the rose garden. Over by the rose garden, I added those two Sweet Romance lavender there. I'm slightly concerned that that one is too close to the rose. And then I thought, well, I'll push back the rose or something. I don't know. I think it's going to be fine. It is rather close. And I was going to initially, like I told you guys, put it back there, but I didn't like that look. So I could also, cut, I'm going to re-edge this area and I could, just go a little bit further out with the edge and then bump that out. I didn't water anything in as it's pouring rain still, but you can see that I did add the Nepeta and the cat's pajama Nepeta. I think the like brightness of the orange is going to look really great. I currently don't have anything that I'm going to put in that middle section, but I'm sure I'll find something. I don't know if I'm going to do like pink or just something blue. I don't know yet. We'll see. But right now, we're keeping that empty. I'm definitely going to bump out this area here and then push that lavender up. So, yeah. All right, now let's look at the container. You guys, I'm really excited about this container. I don't know what it's going to look like. It might be a little bit crazy. I don't know. I put a Gomfrina that I started from seed right there. Lavender, I believe that's a Spanish lavender. I think I put my Bobo hydrangea standard that I made myself. That cute little dahlia, the little yellow dahlia there, and then I have that dahlia there. I don't know what this is going to look like. I'm kind of interested in seeing what's going to happen here. Um, I kind of like that it's a hodgepodge. I know someone asked me in another video where I got this container. I actually got this off of Facebook Marketplace. Um, so I don't really know, what the make is. I think I can look for the make. It might be, I don't know, it might be on the bottom, and I don't think I'll be able to do that. But this basket weave, a lot of my stoneware, except for my bird bath, I got secondhand from Facebook Marketplace. So yeah, including my statues and stuff. I never buy anything at full price. They're kind of expensive, but something I wanted to show you guys. I have to clean up the stairs and move those bags, but those are for my herb garden, which I'm having on my deck. I'm doing like just a few containers of herbs. So that's why it's there. But I'm really happy that this section is cleaned up. You can see the house needs to be kind of painted there, but this area was kind of a nightmare. And because it's been pouring and I've been trampling, it just looks like a muddy mess. It's really, really nasty. But the goal is, to let the, I want to say grass, but let's be honest, weeds grow up to the wood or I don't know if you guys saw, but I was like trimming it down, getting some more, like trimming it up some more and just putting it all along there. I'd rather have the sedum and that kind of stuff grow into the grass and we just shave it off as opposed to the weeds grow into that area, which was awful. Those two rocks on the top there, I'm not really sure if I like that look, but it is what it is. um yeah, I might add some more rocks there. I have like pretty decorative rocks that I got from Maine, that I can put there, and the goal is to just let the sedums and everything else spread onto the wood. It's just whatever it is, I don't want weeds. That's all I really wanted to do with this area, which is why I decided to do like this carpeted sedum. It's not my favorite, but it's nice and clean. And I love that. And that's why I did it like in between all of the rocks. And as it continues to grow, because I had to cut it away from the stairs, which is how I got a lot of this here. As it continues to do that onto the stairs, I'm going to cut it and continue just to fill in like within all of the rocks. Because if I don't do that, you will see a ton of weeds really quickly. So I really like that the Nefophia. It's orange blaze, by the way. And the other one that I hope comes up, which is right there, is also orange blaze. And I'm very happy because all of them were on clearance. So that's really good. So tomorrow, my plan, because it's a holiday, thank goodness. Tomorrow, my plan is to just re edge everything, clean this all up, clean that area all up. I'm going to buy some more mulch because mulch is still on sale. As you can see, I have a bag here because once I clean this all up, I'm going to throw a little bit more mulch, and I have to finish my garden back there also. I am going to go to Lowe's and buy some more of this really beautiful sedum. What is the name of that sedum? Let me grab the container. It's from Monrovia. This is called a just a tricolor sedum, I guess. It says full sun. This does get full sun, and it is zone, let's see, sorry, it hardiness down to -30. So that's pretty good. I think, what is that? Zone 3, zone 4, I think. So it's supposed to ground cover or rock garden plant. It's really pretty. I think I am going to buy more of that and fill in these areas because I like that brightness and that beautiful like pop of pink. But look at that. Don't look at that. It's a mess. But look at that. I think it's going to look pretty. I cannot wait to like clean up the rocks. Hopefully the grass grows back or the weeds, whatever you guys want to call it. But it's looking really cool. All right, guys, that is all I have for today. I keep on wanting to button this up so I can like move on to something else, but now I want to buy another catmint so I can finish the hedge of catmint. I do have one over on that end, and I thought I was going to leave it there, but to be honest, I was going to buy two for the front here when I probably am not going to do that anymore. I'm going to move that one here, buy one more, and maybe get some salvia for that side. And then maybe I can play with a different color because I have lots of purple here. I want some kind of like a bright pink or, something like that. And salvia is also a great companion plant for roses. The bubblegum allium is a great companion plant. The catmint is a great companion plant. Lavender is. It's going to deter pests. It's going to also keep away anything that want to eat your roses. And anything that I can do to save these guys and keep them here and safe and blooming is all that I'm gonna do. Anyway, I'm like yabbering on, but I'm really excited about how this is gonna turn out. I'm excited about re-edging. I have to move that lavender. I feel really bad because I moved that lavender from like a different part of the garden and I broke a lot of it, which is not good, but I obviously stuck those pieces in dirt so I can keep on propagating. And quite frankly, my propagations that I did in a video, a lot of them took. I already planted two because they were like at a pretty good size root. But there's like, I think 8 more that actually took. And I know I think that cell was like 30 something. Not all of them took. Some of them rotted, some of them, whatever, which is why you do so many, right? And then you get happy with what you get. So yeah, I think I'm so excited. I'm really happy with this garden. I think it's looking beautiful. I can't believe it's so new and yet it feels so full already. Tell me what you guys think. What else is a good companion plant for roses? I know salvia, catmint, lavender, alliums. I'm trying to think of something else. You know what I could do too? I can put like beautiful like coneflowers. I love coneflowers. I do have a few coneflowers back there. And I did plant one orange coneflower. Did I? I don't know. Oh my gosh, maybe like a really cute, like small black-eyed Susan, like a yellow black-eyed Susan. Wouldn't that really be pretty there? Like a small one? I have one over there, but I'm trying to keep some, flowers over there because you just need the pollen, right? You need the pollinators to go over there and like eat up your garden and stuff, or not eat up, but pollinate your garden. So, but my plan, I have so many plans. I keep on yabbing gabbing. I'm so excited. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave it. Let me know how you guys feel about the placement of the tree. Let me know what you think of the garden, and I cannot wait to share with you guys as it grows. It's going to be beautiful. I am really excited. But if you're not subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you. And if you like the video, please like it. I'd really appreciate that. Share it, subscribe, do all the things. And remember, if you didn't get it done today, there is always tomorrow. Thanks for watching.